Bears fans, I want to know from you, what is your confidence level in new offensive coordinator Shane Waldron? Scale it from 1 to 10, 1 being not at all confident, 10 being very confident, because coming up on today's show, I'm going to dive into 5 players who I believe will ball out under Waldron in this offense. I'm Harrison Graham. Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. And on today's show, like I said, new offensive coordinator in town. I want to examine 5 players specifically that I believe will ball out under the new OC in Chicago. That, of course, being Shane Waldron. So let's go ahead and get to it here. First up, Caleb Williams. I do think this is a good fit, skill set wise, Waldron wise, and there's a few reasons for that. One, I think Caleb's skill set is pretty good for all offenses. He has a quick release. He can play the quick game well. He can make all the throws at all 3 levels. Obviously, we have to see him operate at an NFL level, but you see him throw with anticipation in college. He made all the checks at the line of scrimmage. And the second reason I believe that Williams will be a good fit with Waldron is in Shane Waldron's career, whether it's as an OC, QB's coach, etc., he's worked with a lot of different types of quarterbacks and adapted well to their skill set. So I think Waldron's going to have his, hey, these are my core principles, but hey, Caleb, what do you like to do? What do you really excel at? And kind of mesh that all together. They'll kind of blend that together. All great coaches play to their players' strengths, and Caleb has a lot of them. But, the play-action boot game, get him on the edge with the mobility. The quick game, he's got the super fast release. I think it's a good fit. I think Waldron will adapt to his skill set as well. I really do think this is going to work. All right, next up is DJ Moore, who, when you think of what this offense is and its principles, it's not like DJ Moore has to learn a ton of new stuff. There will be different terminology and, of course, different quirks, but, the offense under Luke Getsy comes from a similar coaching tree. Now, I didn't think Getsy was a great play caller, but in terms of learning the offense, it's not like DJ Moore is starting over. It's not like he's going, from a full court press in basketball to, the triangle offense or something like that. These are very similar principles, very similar route combinations. I would guess there's overlap in the terminology. And by the way, DJ Moore had the best year of his career in that offense last year, so he should excel in this offense as well. He's obviously a good player in general. I expect him to be scheme-proof, but I think he'll do well. Now, the numbers might tick down just because of the amount of players this team has on offense that are expected to produce, but there's no reason why he should not, pick things up quickly and be a force within this Bears offense. If you want daily Bears content for free, look no further. Subscribe, turn on notifications. That way you never miss a video here on the channel. We're trying to get to 100,000 subs ASAP. We're at 93 and change. Would love to get to 100 by week 1. Help us out. Hit the subscribe button right now. Keenan Allen next up. I think we got to look at both of these top receivers. Number 1, Keenan Allen has played under a lot of different offensive coordinators with LA, with multiple quarterbacks, Justin Herbert and Phillip Rivers, 2 pretty good ones, so he's been fortunate. But he's produced regardless of the situation. He is a very productive player. He's good against man. He finds the soft spots and zones. This is an offense that I utilize motion, which should help him out as well. And I think that Keenan Allen is going to kind of emerge himself as that third down guy. Hey, third and medium, where's Keenan Allen? Because he's the best route runner on this team, and route running always wins. That's why even though Keenan Allen's a high 4.5s guy, he's aged well because he never needed that top end speed to separate and to get open. So I expect him to excel here. The beauty of Keenan Allen is you really don't have to scheme him open. He can do that on your own. So you can focus on other guys you do that with. So I expect Allen to flourish, and Waldron should feel pretty comfortable with what he's capable of doing. Pick a wide receiver 1. Who do you think it's going to be? I think DJ Moore's earned that, title, if you will. But I do think it's a 1A, 1B situation. I guess answer this way. Who's going to have the better year? Type KA for Keenan Allen, DJ for DJ Moore. Neither way would shock me. It'll be fun to see these two get after it every single Sunday. Couple more here. DeAndre Swift, the running back. The Seahawks rushing numbers were a little down last year, and both yards per carry and total yards. But they had some offensive line issues. I think that was a big part of it. Also, Kenneth Walker missed some time. But in Waldron's first 2 years as the Seahawks OC, the Seahawks were top 7 in yards per carry in 2021, 2022. They were 3rd in 21, I believe, and then 7th in 2022. DeAndre Swift is coming off a career year. So if the Bears' offensive line is at least, in that above average range, which I think it should be if it stays healthy, I think Swift can excel. Also, he's a really good pass catching back, which Shane Waldron likes, and didn't necessarily have the last couple of years. Like Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet is not a great pass catching back, but you remember another player on this team, Travis Homer, had his best years under Waldron a couple of years ago. So I think Swift, as a pass catcher and just an ability to hit the hole in this offense, should be a good fit for the two parties. Cole Kmet, the tight end, I could certainly mention Gerald Everett as well, and I could mention a lot more players who I think are good fits in what Shane Waldron is trying to do. But we know Waldron loves utilizing tight ends. A lot of 12 personnel, a lot of 13 personnel, 2-3 tight end sets. For those who didn't know, that's what that means. I think Kmet, who already has gotten a little bit better each and every year, should continue to do so. He should be a good fit in this offense. Now, again, that doesn't mean the numbers are going to go up because you've got Keenan Allen and Odunze in here now in addition to DJ Moore. You brought in Gerald Everett to take some pressure off Cole Kmet. So, his volume could go down, but his effectiveness might go up. I could see him being, back at what he was in 22 in terms of yards per catch. Maybe he's more like 11 instead of 9.8. So, I think that Waldron, the beauty of Shane Waldron, his career, and he's not perfect by any means, but he adapts to what he has. And the Bears have a lot of options. He can run 12, 13 personnel. He can run 4-5 wide if he wants to. He can run standard 11, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. He can bring in the fullback, Kari Blasingame. They've got a lot of tools in the tool shed for Waldron to kind of work through. So it'll be interesting to see, what schemes end up, becoming more favorite ones. And I think a lot of that will come down to what Caleb is comfortable with and obviously what's working early in the season. So I think those are 5 players that stand out to me that should excel in this offense. Obviously, we have to wait and see how it all ends up playing out. So will the Bears be a run or pass first team? What do you think? Because historically, this is a run the football, play defense team, but got so many weapons in the pass game. Type R for run or P for pass. The Bears will tell you, hey, we want to be balanced, but I think ideally this team's a pass first team. You just have too many weapons. Caleb's talented enough to do it. Maybe you ease him into the season a little bit, but I'm typing my P for pass. I expect this team to throw the football with success. All right, that's going to do it for Chicago Bears Now. Hope everybody's having a fantastic couple of days here. Hit that sub button, turn on notifications, follow me on socials at HGramNFL, and we'll see you guys soon.